Welcome to Now in Android, a practical guide to Android design principles. In this series, we'll use Now in Android to learn in detail about Android development best practices. In this video, we'll learn about how to implement Offline First. An Offline First app is an app that can perform some or all of its core functionality without internet access. Now in Android is an Offline First app allowing you to browse news and topics offline. Let's consider the benefits of making an app offline first. It's because it can provide an excellent user experience. By not making users aware of the switch between online and offline, they can have a seamless experience. It also prevents data inconsistencies due to offline operations and protects data. Furthermore, offline first apps store data locally, enabling rapid UI display without requiring an internet connection. This kind of experience leads to long-term user engagement. Let's explore how to achieve offline first using Now in Android's Offline First News repository. To achieve offline first, we need to replicate data from the network data source to the local data source. This is called synchronization. Specifically, the repository first retrieves news from the network data source. It compares the version of the retrieved news with the version it has stored, and if it's new, it saves it to the database. Finally, it updates the stored version information. Here's the translation of the Japanese text. This explains how to use synchronized news data. Specifically, it describes the process of a view model retrieving news data from an offline first news repository. In this case, only the local data source synchronized with the network is used. By making the local data source the sole source of information, you can browse news even when offline. Next, let's look at the synchronization timing of network and local data sources. There are two main synchronization methods in Offline First. The first is **push***. In the push model, the network data source is replicated to the local data source as much as possible. Synchronization occurs at the initial startup and when a notification is received from the server. The data acquired during the initial startup becomes the baseline, and subsequent updates are based on the differences received in each notification. The advantages of the push model are that it can be used offline indefinitely and minimizes the amount of communication required. Non-Android uses this method. The other method, **pull***, involves fetching only the necessary data just before it is displayed. The advantage of this method is that it is easy to implement and avoids retrieving data that is not needed. These methods can also be used in a hybrid combination. Choosing the appropriate method depending on the app being developed is important. Let's take a look at the synchronization timing of Now in Android in the actual code. There are two synchronization timings. The first is when the app is launched. Synchronization is performed in the onCreate method of the Naya application class, which inherits from the application class. The other synchronization timing is when a Firebase push notification is received.